Okay, this video is how to clean your vinyl records. If you can't afford an expensive record cleaning machine, which a lot of people can't afford, there's a way to get equally good results by using, in front of me you can see just an ordinary rubber mat that you can get on most turntables. That's fine, just something to protect your records, keep them off the surface. This is one of those little paint pads that you can buy cheaply as a set or single from various places, and a little paint pad tends to get into the grooves of the record really well. This is the main thing that saves you money. The only difference really between hand cleaning and expensive record machine cleaning is they have a vacuum cleaner inside the record cleaning machine. This is an attachment that you can buy online for about £10, maybe £15, or you could even make one yourself. It's just a piece of felt wrapped around a piece of rubber pipe with a slit in it. The end on this one, I bought this one, and it's detachable, so you can have more or less of an airflow in it. I usually keep that on, and that fits on the end of my vacuum cleaner, and that is the real money saving gadget really. Right, in this bowl here I have about 3 or 4 pints of water. Distilled water, I must emphasize that has to be distilled water, and in it about a cap of cleaning alcohol, surgical spirit, half a capful in 3 or 4 pints of water. Seems to work for me. You might want to vary that and do your own version. So let's just see how it works. I'm going to just put the camera down a minute because I'm working on my own here. I'll put it by the mat and just grab a record. Okay, here we have one mucky Levelers record, lots of dust on it, fingerprints, and so we need to get that clean. Okay, so we put that back down, we get our pad that I just showed you into the distilled water, plenty of water on it. Most recommendations, for example, record cleaning machines usually do 3 full circuits round one way. I think at least 3 full circuits round, and then 3 full circuits round the other way, and just to make sure that all that liquid gets into the grooves and is lifted, any particles of dust are lifted out of the grooves. You can either vacuum that side first and dry it off and then do the other side, but I've found it's much easier to flip it while it's wet and just start to clean the other side in the same way. The reason why I don't vacuum off first is invariably, if you do, you tend to always get some of the water off the side that you're cleaning onto the side that you've already vacuumed. So I generally just work this into the grooves, and I generally just vacuum both sides at the same time. It saves time. So that's pretty much all you really need to do. Just make sure that's worked into the grooves, and you can then put your pad down. Get your little magic attachment onto the old Henry Hoover, and on a low setting, I've used high setting. Some people say that you shouldn't use high setting. I can't see how a strong, it's not that strong, vacuum of air could damage a record, so I use it on high or low setting depending on how I feel really. So they both work well. So now to switch on the vacuum. Generally, let's switch that off a second so you can hear me, but generally I give this an old shake first. At this point I'll also mention that a lot of people cover the label up, but I find that the water is on the label, if any gets on it at all, for so little time that I've never damaged a label without covering the centre. You might want to cover the centre if you have really precious records, which I don't. Right, so on with the vacuum cleaner, and you can see this, trying to get it in the way of the camera, and again it's 3 times around, one way, 3 circuits, that's about coming up to 2, we'll do another one, 3, the record's starting to dry now, and then 3 the other way, and that's about 1 circuit that way. I'm just obviously turning the record with my hands, which with an expensive record cleaner that turns it for you, and that's one of the only advantages. So flip that over and vacuum the other side, and here you can see the water coming off. That round all the way, that's 1 circuit, 2 circuit, and I just usually place this, let's turn it off, can you hear me? I just usually place this now very carefully into just an ordinary pot dryer, which has been cleaned, earlier, meticulously cleaned. So really there you have it, how to clean your records efficiently, to the same sort of standard as a professional record cleaning machine will do, but how to do it cheaply if you don't have 300 or 400 and maybe £500 to spend on a record cleaning machine. Hope that's helpful. Okay, thank you.